What's going on, guys? Dustin back here with another video. Listen, I forgot my mic today, so I'm gonna be yelling at you guys, or hopefully this volume's good for this video. Listen, guys, I didn't want to be making this video, but I have some bad news. So, as you all know, I had to take down some uploads for some audio issues because my mic had died on a few videos. No big deal. I'll get you all caught up on what's going on right now. So, for those of you who don't know, in my last video I tried to upload and had to take down, so you wouldn't know, I basically shared some information about some secondary opinions on the fact that this economy is going to be struggling regardless of who is president. Let me be firm about this and clarify. This is not President Trump's fault. So I'm not blaming anything on him. It's just a mess. Like he said, it's a mess he walked into. But guys, I have bad news. I am waking up to the fact slowly that we will never really get out of this whole inflation era. 4 years is not going to be enough time to dig ourselves out of this mess, because at that point it'll be time for somebody else to step in, and who knows who that will be and what they will do for us, for this country. Okay, so here is the deal, guys. Things are not going to get much better than they are now. Yes, we're not going to go back to the previous 4 years that we had, but we're basically looking at where we're going to be for essentially the rest of our lives. You know what I mean? It's going to take years and years and years and years and years before anything really changes, because the inflation just slows any type of progress. And that's what I've seen, is we've kind of hit a brick wall. Sure, you might see a 1.5% come down or so, but guys, buckle up. It's going to be a long one. Didn't think it was going to be this way, but it is. It's going to be this way for a while, unfortunately. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in the next few years. If you all are trading stocks and bonds and you are lucky enough to be involved in real estate, then you all will be the winning group. You all will be the winners. And that's just quite simply put how it's going to be. So, yeah, that's the new world we're looking at, pretty much. As far as the pockets of you and I mean, what are they really going to do? You know what I mean? Until we really see some big changes that directly affect the American people's pockets and how much money they have in their pockets. You know, what basically shows up in their checking account every week, their savings accounts, their yield accounts, you know, essentially that's it. And correct me if I'm wrong, but there's such a adamant part of the world right now who has just absolutely stopped caring. And can you blame them? They've essentially said, we're giving up on this. Look, it's great that we have a new president, and it's great that they're trying to do good things for this country and everything and make things in the States again. But there's no way in heck that any of us are going to be able to afford anything in the future. So might as well quit while we're ahead. I feel bad for that group of people, and it's more common than you would think. Hope y'all are doing well. I just wanted to make that video and wake you guys up to that fact that you might not agree with me, but I'm starting to realize that this whole inflation thing might be above all of our pay grades. And when I say all, I mean all of us. Essentially, what happens when you put the state of the economy in the dumpster for 5 to 7 years, this is what happens. At least 4 of those years. You know, we really had to shut things down there. We really had to put a stop to any type of hope for the economy. And that gets you ahead for a little bit if you're moving while nobody else is and you're making big plays while nobody else is. But you begin to realize that they completely change the whole dynamic of how this thing is set up and how it works. And if you haven't noticed, it's rigged to be against you. Every time we turn around, they're taking something else away from us. And I'm not talking about rights. I'm talking about financially. I'm talking about things that affect you directly and our money that goes into our pocket as U.S. citizens. There's waste that has been cut back. I absolutely agree with that. We are trying to mitigate any type of spending and essentially demolish any type of waste that goes out that we can find right under our nose. I think that's awesome. But it's already taken a negative effect. And I know no one can predict the future, but there's a few economical experts out there who say we're still heading for recession territory. We're still going to be in this stagflation, this inflation influx for pretty much the long haul. Guys, I'm talking 15, 20 years. If nothing can improve dramatically within that point in time, we're screwed. So, I don't know what's going to happen, guys. It's my job to bring you all the news. This is just an opinion on this video. Now, it's just my opinion, but I'm using actual sources from legitimate economical experts and former Treasury employees who are just proposing, hey, there's a very good chance, you know, we might not make it out of this alive. And they are very unbiased against the current president. They are very unbiased against the past presidents They are just telling it how it is because they study the economy and they know how these things work. This is how they've worked in years past, so they're probably gonna follow the same trend in the future. What's the going theme here? People are hurting. We need somebody who can fix that. I mean, economically, financially, people are struggling out there. And I see it every day. That's why I'm making this video, is because I see it with my own two eyes. I don't know how people get by. I don't know how they survive. I don't know where they get the incredible strength to continue on. But they wake up and they do it daily. I don't want to see them live that way in struggle. That's why it bothers me so much, because we have a lot of good people out here who are. Let me know your thoughts. Drop a comment, like, comment, subscribe, all those good things. What do you guys think of this? Is it something we should be worrying about? Is it something we shouldn't? Are these economical experts and former Treasury employees who are essentially calling it how it is right now based upon how things are looking in the near future from projected models that they've seen in the past based on current trends? What are we left to do? Where is the hope coming from? Yes, Donald Trump came in, swooped in, and essentially saved our tails. Thank goodness. But I fear, and I want to know what you all think as well, that it might not be enough to stop inflation. That's something that we will be dealing with for the long haul. All right, guys, ending this video now. Have a great day, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.